Welcome back to the channel. It's February 3rd, snowing out again, about 20 degrees, at least we're not sub-zero. 1772 needs a new rock shaft in it. I'm going to show you what the issue is. This will be the toughest job I've ever filmed for YouTube. They've welded it in, kinda. On the right side, they've welded it in instead of putting the roll pin in. On the left side, they welded in a bolt, and it's going to be a challenge. So like one person said yesterday when they were in here, this is going to be the toughest job that you ever did. And I've done them before, and they're quite an issue. You're going to have an issue if you have a super on the 1572s, 1772s. There's just a lot of pressure on them when you have a Haven. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to remove the brakes. And the reason we're going to remove the brakes is we're going to flip them pedals right down, so them pedals will be right out of the way of that rock shaft. Take off the cam, and then we're going to take the paddle off for the brake switch, and then I think we're going to start grinding. So it's going to be quite a challenge. There's going to be a lot of editing in this video, I'm assuming. So thank you as always for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Love making these videos. Been thinking about this one here all night. Can't wait to have this part in. I like a challenging job. I realize on this channel here we go a little bit further on a lot of projects than a lot of other channels do, but this is what goes on here each and every day. So we're going to start right out, like I said, with the brakes. Start removing that pin right there, and we're going to get them brake pedals put down, and hopefully that'll give us enough clearance. If not, there's a roll pin right there we can remove, and we can drop that off. So we'll see. I've already taken the dry shaft out. I figured that was the best way so I could film it. You do not have to take the dry shaft out, but with the situation, the way they fixed this last one, I think it's the only way. So the first thing we're going to do is take out this cotter pin, and we're going to drop that brake spring. There's going to be quite a lot of hardware on this job that I'm going to be taking off. And we'll get that sprayed down, see if we can get that pin out. Now, I think this clevis pin here is going to be a little bit of a challenge to get out. Probably never been out before. And the brakes are unhooked on the right side. We're going to see how far that pedal is going to drop down, and it's going to be close as soon as we get the other side unhooked. So we're going to unhook the other side, and if worse comes to worse, what we'll do is just take that roll pin out. And we'll get this cotter pin out. Now, when I put it back together, I will not use cotter pins. Spring. And this side right here came right on hook. So we have the brakes on hook. We're going to go back over to the other side and see where we stand. If we don't have it far enough down on the brake pedals, we'll just drop out that roll pin. Take the cam off. Then we're going to check the pedals. Now, a lot of people ask, and actually today I was asked on YouTube, this cam here is for your adjustment on your rock shaft. Get a lot of machines in that are missing it. You just have to tighten them up and adjust it from there. I do have a few videos on that. So we're going to have to take this pad off, I believe, and I think we're gonna have enough clearance. We're going to have to heat this up. Hopefully that's enough. And there we go. We'll have to take this corner off here. Now I'm hoping to save this piece right here. This is a Rockshaft arm. I believe that's probably going to be good. I don't think there's going to be a problem with that, but we'll see. I have one off in that 2182 we just changed frames, so I'm in good shape. Actually, that one came right out of the chassis when I dismantled it really easily. So there we go. So we're in good shape. We're going to have plenty of clearance now. And that Rockshaft seems a little bit loose. So maybe we'll get lucky and just pull that right out. Me personally doubt it, but we'll see. We'll take this pedal switch off the paddle. Now the switch is not even in, but I probably will still put this paddle back in. So it's somewhat stock. I can understand on a diesel probably why they wouldn't use that switch. These here are so temperamental to get started. You don't want any restrictions on getting them started. So you have a clip right down here. And this one's never been removed, so it hasn't been broke because the paint's still nice and thick on it. So what we're going to do is actually I'm going to take a hammer and I'm going to take that roll pin and it's going to go up through and that'll loosen up that paddle. I guess I will not be doing it that way because that paint is that thick and that roll pin's not going to move. And there we go, the paddle's out. Now you can see we're welded on this side, and what I'm going to do is take a grinder and we're going to grind that. It might even be broken. It may have never even penetrated in it. But we're going to have it ground, and after it's warm, we're going to put some penetrating oil on it. I haven't put any penetrating oil at all on it yet. Right here is a 7/16 bolt that they put in it. It's going to take a 5/8 to take it out. And we'll see by accident if that Rockshaft is loose in there. And it is not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grind that off, that weld. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to save that shaft anyways. It looks like it's in pretty rough shape. That fell out of there, so we should be able to pick it right up. And here we go. Actually, this piece here is not in bad shape at all. Could be reused. Just needs to be re-welded and a few places. But I'm going to put a whole different one in. This is the leveling for the deck, the indicator for the center tunnel. And this shaft here, which I thought I could save, I can't. It's egg-shaped pretty bad, and right there's the roll pin that was in it. So that was probably what was holding us up a little bit. But we're going to put the new one in, and it came out a lot easier than I anticipated. So thanks for following along. I actually going to take a little bit of a break, catch my breath, and we're going to put the new one in. Now it's time to put it together. We're going to spray it down with WD-40. The Rockshaft is on a stove right now getting warm. We're going to put that in actually hot. It's going to be around 200 degrees. Does it have to be? No, it does not. But I'm going to put bolts in it instead of roll pins. Now, when you put it through the hole here, we have another cylinder bracket in there. And I'm going to move the camera after we get it lined up. Right here's the bolt holes that are going to go right through the Rockshaft. We're lined up there. We're going to leave it right about here. And I'm going to go get the Rockshaft and we're going to set it in. And then we're going to put the bolts in. And then off camera, I'll get the dry shaft back in it and everything. And the brakes hooked back up. And then we'll try it. So now we're going to put the Rockshaft in. Now it's warm on my hands, it's hot, but it'll make it a lot easier to go in. Let me get on the other side. There we go. Get back on the other side so you can watch it go through. Now we're going to look for the holes to line up. And right there we are. 3/8 bolts, PAI. Now, the reason I use PAI bolts is the salesman is outstanding. He is a truck puller. Actually going to be in Louisville at the farm show. Irv Clark, and good friend, lives in the same area as I do. And this will be better than roll pins, in my opinion. I'll probably get some fan mail. Oh, yeah, it won't be right, and this and that, but it'll be fine. We'll get the other bolt in. Then we're going to take a hammer. We're going to put lock nuts on them. That one went right through. So after we get this tight here, we'll put the indicator on right here. We'll put that on. Now I'll have to admit this job here has gone a little bit better than I anticipated. Now you can put this together with roll pins, but in this area right here, you're going to have a little bit of a difficult time. And it'll actually just work a lot better with a grade 8 bolt. go. Now we'll get this on. Takes a 1/4 inch bolt. And there it is. We'll put the nut on it. Now I'm going to take you out of the stand and going to show you how that indicator mounts up. It's way in there. It goes right there. So I'm going to tighten up that 1/4 inch bolt and we're going to be in good shape. Next we'll put the cam on, and what the cam does is for your adjustment on how far you want something to lift, and you can adjust it any way you want. I'm going to put it right about there. I highly recommend you run your machine with this. If you have an issue that it broke out of the frame, put a nut on the backside and put it back on. It's kind of important. If you don't have this on here, you might have some frame issues. So that's just my recommendation. So we're going to get the brakes reinstalled, the dry shaft back in, and then we're going to fire it, and we're going to make sure this Rockshaft works. Welcome back. Let's see if this Rockshaft works. Now the shop is pretty cold, so we'll see if she fires. We have it, and we're in great shape. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. This channel goes into a little bit more detail, a little bit harder things to do, and I really appreciate you watching and choosing my channel. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Love the comments, and like always, we'll see you on the next video.